Good morning, good Saturday morning on the tubes, on the YouTubes. I know you're gonna say it's cold. I know, I'm here in Boston, freezing cold, Saturday morning, out with the dogs, but that's just the start to my day. Oh, let's see. Yeah, still got lots of snow. Snow's not going nowhere. They keep saying it's gonna warm up, it hasn't warmed up, so wish me luck. Let's see what I get up to today. But it's cold. Maybe if I dressed more appropriately, I wouldn't feel the cold so much. But, oh, Alex is not very happy. He wants to go home. Me and the dog are off out. He hasn't been out on a long walk. Kelly, what are you eating? Oh. So, gotta get him down to the beach. And my thing now is, my car has sat here for a month. And let's see if I can get it to start. That would be wonderful. Last year when I got back, I actually had to change the battery on it, but the battery had been in the car for about 5 years at that point. So here we are. Ugh. Tomorrow out, find the keys. Let me even see if the car doors will open. That's a good start. All right, Gilly, up, up. Whoa, up, up, up. Come on. Get in. Been that long? Guess it's been that long since I've taken him for a ride. Well, I've been gone for a month and we haven't been able to get out to the beach for probably a month, 2 months before that because of the weather. So, oh yeah. Let's see what happens. Key in, power steering still works. Here goes. Wish me luck. Woohoo! We got the car started. Okay. All right. I'd say that was a success. I was actually a little bit worried about it because of the way last year I didn't park my car near my house last year. I parked it near one of my businesses and it parked on a lot. So like it literally didn't move. And this year was a bit of a shorter time and it is a brand spanking new battery, so it should work. Now I just got to take the car for a run. That's the reason I'm trying to get the dog to the beach. I'm not actually sure what the conditions are going to be like down on the beach, but let's get the Gilly Monster out for his run because he's been missing going outside for a long time. And in case anybody out there cares, I drive a Lexus. Yes, everybody thinks, oh, you drive a Lexus, you must be rich. My Lexus is, I think, 14 years old right now, but I absolutely adore this car. I've said this before in other videos, like this is my favorite car I've ever owned. I paid, I don't know, $12,000 for it 5 years ago, 6 years ago. Not exactly sure, but again, this car is bang on. It's 4x4. It's basically a Toyota pickup truck with a luxury body put on top. And so for all you kids out there trying to save money, get yourself a 12-year-old car. The insurance is less, costs you about $10,000 or $12,000. They last forever. This car doesn't need hardly any maintenance. I think 100,000 miles you need to change the water pump on it or something like that. That's pretty common on these engines. And then after that, you basically change the oil. They say every 8,000 miles. I probably do it every 4,000 miles, or whenever my mechanic decides to take it in and do it. Actually, what have we got? 134. 100, yeah, it needs an oil change. Yeah, it's probably due an oil change right now. I just realized that. So we got to get it in, get the oil done, and nothing has changed about Boston drivers. There's like 2 cars literally just drove out in front of me. Anyway, almost down to the beach. Let me get parking up and I'll see you there with the Gilly, and hopefully he goes for a run. There's tons of geese here. And seeing as we're talking about my Lexus, it's like, there's my Lexus. The only color I was able to get was Old Man Gold, and everybody laughed at me for getting an old man's car. But what they forget is I'm an old man. So these cars, get one, just get one. These are, actually don't get one, because then I won't be able to get another one if the price of them goes way up. These are phenomenal cars. All right, we're at the beach. Time to get out for a walk. Oh, gee, it is freezing. Oh. This is for my friend Linda. I know you watch these videos, Linda. So, you've never experienced snow before? Well, this is the beach. This is the beach. Look, see? Snow. Can you see that? That's the beach. So, I'm down here with the dog on the beach in the snow. That is the ocean. And let's walk over here to where the waves go, just so I can show you. So, Gilly's gonna poop, of course. He always has to poop the minute he comes to the beach. So there's where the waves go. You see that? I'll pick it up in a minute. So these are where the waves go. This is where the waves go. Here. That's not water. That's not foam. That's ice. Ice on the beach. All right, let me pick up his poop. So for all you California folks that don't know about snow, like from Bakersfield, Linda, you listening? Look at the snow. That's snow on the beach. There's the water. All right, time for Gilly's first off-leash run of the year. You ready, Gilly? Go! Where are you going? Get Billy! He doesn't know what to do. Where are you going? Gilly, come. Gilly, come on, this way, go. Good boy. He loves to run along on the beach. So, I'm going to put my hands in my pockets and get my fingers out of the cold and have fun with the Gilly. See you guys in a bit. It is actually a beautiful day. It's just freezing. Okay, walk over, getting back to that beautiful car. Ooh, it's really nice and warm. See, old man's car. Hop, go. What has got into you? Why don't you like jumping in the car no more? Oh, God. Ooh. Nice and warm in here. I know I always complain about Boston and how cold it is, but that's only during the winter. I'll go over a few things I like about Boston while I'm here. So, like, why do I live here? Why do I stay here most of the year round if all I do is complain about it? I don't. I complain about it a little. I complain about it in the winter. I hate cold weather. But anyway. What do I like about Boston? Boston, it's a small city. It has everything a city needs, but it is small. And I kind of like that better. And in the neighborhood we live in, We are like right off the highway where I could probably walk down the highway down there in less than 4 minutes and be on the highway. 5 minutes, be at the beach where I was earlier with Gilly. The other thing is like the transportation. Again, the major T stations, red line, green line, blue line, all like I can get onto them from here, literally within a 3 minute walk. So where I live is complete convenience. If I'm going to the airport, it's a 10-minute ride in an Uber, or if somebody wants to drop me off, they can drive a bit quicker. All depending on that rotary up there. That's the crazy rotary. But other than that, transportation is like fantastic. Getting around is fantastic. Differences between here and living in Guatemala. Amazon. That's one of the major things, and I know that's not something to be boastful about or whatever, because a lot of the times, like, I can find whatever I need when I'm in Guatemala. It just may take 3 or 4 or 5 different trips to different stores. Is that a bad thing? Not necessarily, because I get out and about, I go walking. Again, like, I'm home here now, I was 3 days or something like that. That was my first walk out to the beach today. Whereas when I'm in Guatemala, literally I get up in the morning, I make my coffee, and I'm out. I'm out walking. My average steps in Guatemala is probably around 12 miles every day. I would say a minimum of 10, and normally around 12. Here, this past few days, I don't know, a mile a day. So a lot of things change here, but again, the convenience, Amazon's one of them. Another thing is, I know the food in America isn't the best most of the time, but where we are here in Boston, you can find great restaurants. You're going to pay for it, but you can find good quality, decent food. It's up there though. You're really talking, $50-$60 a person to go out just to have something to eat. And I don't drink, so that's kind of crazy to think about that. I don't have dessert because that'll add another $10 or $12 to your bill. What else? For those that love sports, Boston, you can't get any better than Boston. You have the Patriots, you have the Celtics, you have the Red Sox. None of them are winning too much recently, but in the past they've done their thing. So sports is absolutely phenomenal in Boston if you're into it. There was one year I did manage to get to Fenway, and I did manage to see 14 games in 1 year, which is unheard of. I did get to sit in the Green Monster seats, which is the big famous seats on the big wall. So am I into sports? Not particularly, but do I take advantage of it whenever I get free tickets? Of course. You also have all the major theaters here, the Wang, the Schubert, all that you can do. You can go see any show here. There's usually shows running every single week. So there's, you want to go see Taylor Swift, you go see Taylor Swift. She comes here once in a while because she technically lives around the corner in Rhode Island. The other thing Boston has going for it is history. This is the birthplace of America, basically. So everything kind of started here. This is where Paul Revere, and if you want to look into your history, and if you ever want to become an American citizen, you got to learn all that stuff anyway. So this is like the birthplace of America is Boston. So there's tons and tons and tons of historical sites around here. Multiple different museums if you're into that. I mentioned earlier on walkability, like you go downtown, you can walk around the whole downtown area. The Boston Public Gardens, absolutely phenomenal, absolutely gorgeous. I very rarely get down there, maybe twice a year. I should do more. What else? What else do I like about Boston? Oh, the education. This is like the pinnacle. You have MIT, you have Harvard, BU, all the teaching hospitals. There's, I don't know, there must be like 30, 40 teaching hospitals around here. So if you're wanting to get any sort of a medical treatment done, you're always going to find the best of the best doctors here. Again, the other side of that is what you're going to pay even if you have insurance. But again, the best of the best is all here in this little city. And one of my absolute most favorite things about Boston is the waterfront. That's where I probably spend most of my time. It's like I get out, usually most times in the morning, if I'm up early enough, 5 o'clock, 5:30 in the morning, I'll get my dog out, I'll head down to the beach.
and we'll take him for a nice 5 or 6 mile walk down there. The waterfront is phenomenal, and they keep adding to it. There's a thing called the Harbor Walk here, and you can basically walk from downtown Boston all the way out. I don't even know how long it is, but if you want to Googleize it or something, the Harbor Walk, and they've just finished completing like a huge section of it, like right over by my house here. So I don't even know how long it goes, but I know it's miles and miles and miles, and you walk all the way along the waterfront. So that's probably one of my favorite things here is the beach, the waterfront, all around that. And I used to have a boat, and if you actually take the boat out 10 minutes outside of Boston City, it's like a whole different world. There's a whole bunch of islands outside, Governor's Island, Spectacle Island, everything else. You can go out there, and it's just looking back on the city is like looking at a brand new, different place. So that's one of my favorite places, is just the beach itself. What else? So just before I wrap it up, Boston has 4 seasons. Just so you know, we're currently in the winter season, the one I don't like, and it seems to be dragging on a little bit longer than it should. So Boston's completely distinct 4 seasons. You have spring, summer, fall or autumn, and winter. And spring here and the fall time, the weather is perfect. Everything is absolutely as it should be. Summertime, it gets a little sweaty. You know, you can get 100-degree days, 100% moisture. You get out of the shower, you're not getting dried. You know, so again, another reason why I like Guatemala is it's the same weather all the time. But Boston has 4 absolute distinct seasons, and you know which one you're in. Which one were we in right now? To wrap up the video, I am complaining about where I'm living, but I actually do like Boston 3 seasons out of the year. That's it. I'm just going to end the video there. I love Boston, just not in the winter.